Life doesn't update you about your credit card, so meet email, the Capital One assistant that looks out for charges that might surprise you and helps you fix them. What's in your wallet?
Can you all see me?
More than ever. Her love keeps
you see me? No, you don't.
Show her how much
That
she
kind of
loves you
thing.
with a gift from the center
Hopefully not, unless it's something on about who really glory.
from Kay.
You know what I'm saying? And likewise, now you hear me now, you don't.
People in a place. But when you have the Chase mobile app, your bank can be virtually any place.
Then I don't have
So
a
when you
handler.
get a check, you can
I
deposit
do
it
have a handler.
and you can see your transactions and check your balance
Himself
from
is
here.
our Lord and Savior
You
Christ.
can save for an emergency from here. Or pay bills from here.
Hello, hey, hi, social media family. You know, whatsoever races, we do not necessarily being whatever false life, factions of society, lifestyle preferences. I mean, after all, you know how that is. You know, get a clue. People's places and things, being at the wrong place, at the wrong time, the wrong crowd. Been there, done that. Don't want to do it again anytime too soon enough again. If anything, hopefully it will be a long time in coming. If and when, if at all. Better yet,
First and only great reducing shampoo. Get the look you want without leaving home.
That's just served to have become to be a no-brainer as in self-explanatory, you know.
Really matters. To keep customers and employees in the know. To keep business moving. Comcast
You're
Business
supposed to be
is
the
prepared
master
for
of your own
transparency.
domain.
Powered by the nation's largest
Not a
network
slave
to help
or a
give you the
robot
speed,
or a zombie
reliability, and
for
security
somebody
you need.
else.
Tools to manage
You know
your
what I'm
business
saying?
from any device, anywhere. And a
Okay.
team of experts here for you
Like I said
24/7.
before, so I say
We've
again.
always believed
Been
in the
there,
power of
done
working together. That's why
Don't
when
wanna
every
do it
connection
again.
counts, you can count on us.
Okay. Something else I was about to say before I lost my train of thought.
Okay,
Then some,
there's
so to
bandages
speak.
in the cabinet.
Then some.
I'm bleeding.
Oh well. I said I have a handler. And nobody can make you do or say anything that you don't want to until you were to give them permission. You know,
So the next time it's 3
I
o'clock and you
mean,
want
cowardly
some delicious
bullies
dark
are a
chocolate,
dime a
grab a
dozen.
dark chocolate nuts and sea salt mini with
You know how
carbs
that
and just
is.
90 calories. It's
Okay.
a kind of weird
I-
satisfying.
Proverbial neighbors from hell, prank callers, stalkers, and etc. You know.
Let me help you.
Anyway, though, it was on the tip of my tongue what I was about to say.
Greatest
I forgot
mom.
again. Hoping not as a result of development, and vice versa, etc. You know, the life you save may be your own. Okay, let's start from the very beginning, from the get-go. Y'all use. You know what I'm saying? Or I could backtrack here with no purpose then, or else I could continue from when I last left off to finish up as a complete a former previous prior line of thought. In a sense. I was speaking upon people's places and things, you know.
We're doing everything we can to get you what you need.
And how,
doing everything we can to keep our people
you
safe.
know, no one, so I paraphrase it, not quote exactly, should want to be at the wrong place, at the wrong time, in the wrong crowd. People, places, and things. Been there, done that. You don't want to do it again. Or it should prove to have become to be a no-brainer, as in self-explanatory. As well as this should go without saying, then likewise, as well as saying, as well as, I'm saying it should go without saying, then likewise, as well as saying, it should go double or triple to be said. I think that's what I meant to say. I lost my train of thought, unless I'm mistaken. Anyway, though, so I say to that of your persons, being among yourselves, being of whom are the old and young alike, are both two sexual genders, males and females represent the global community within this post-911 era of our new millennium, of this apocalyptic day and age, and where the doomsday clock is now at a few minutes to midnight compared on to how formerly, previously, or prior to then it was at a quarter midnight for these rather biblically prophetic times. Well, how are you all doing? Well, hopefully everyone is doing at least okay, if not better yet to be said, to be feeling all right. Or if not best of all to be said, to be feeling blessed and stressed, more blessed and stressed, or too blessed to possibly become or be stressed. You and yours, family and friends, hopefully me and mine Likewise, as well, all the same. But whatever I said, that's speaking correct, proper standard English grammar of American dialect, some or such qualities and quantities are not. Hopefully, with that much less of a speech impediment or speech defect, and likewise, as well, all the same. Hopefully, let it be said and stated for record. Yes, hopefully, likewise, as well, all the same, with that much less of a chance to become subjected to experiencing a memory lapse episode.
37 million on the London Times.
Other than that, I like to say in addition, and I use words likewise as well, all the same, once too many times. I don't know, maybe to help me remember. At times I could possibly forget. Whereas those words, a combination of some such mean the same thing, so I could like alleviate one or two of some such combination of words that bear phrase. Speaking about some such other, yeah, I could possibly consider it, and I could possibly just forget about it, as they would say. You know, that's one of them words, or rather, correction, my bad, combination of words that members of a mob family would think to use. Forget about it. Or I can just sleep that one out. Yeah, I would say that I speak fairly good or great English, don't you think? I mean, I've heard worse, although regardless of how I have heard better at that, I wouldn't call myself an English major, but nevertheless, getting back to some such other, and if I could remember when I had last night. Now it sound like Johnny Repeat. Oh, Johnny Repeat, isn't he a made man of a mob family? Or a made man of a mob family wannabe? Anyway, though, likewise, Johnny Two Fingers. But getting back to some such other, as I think of it with that, my mind's intention is to try to backtrack here would be no purpose of being in. It's like I'm going to follow and to continue from when I had last left off, and love and kisses to you all. I didn't say you all, I said love and kisses to you all. And any internet trolls in the negative, or party crashers attempting to crash my personal chat room broadcast at the moment, I'm contemplating doing that or doing so, please bounce around, go to some other personal chat room, being a cousin. I'm not interested. All right, you want to express yourself with your homos or faggoty testosterone, being of other males of the same sex, representing the masculine gender, the human species, then go elsewhere with it, because I'm not having it. Like, take a hike. Anyway, getting back to some such other, and from when I had last left off, I was asking a question of, or hoping more of personal and not so personal, or members of my own, social media family, for business and pleasure, and hopefully that much less of like the internet trolls or intranet trolls. Likewise, is what I was saying in negative. What I was saying where I last left off, or in the form of a question, I was asking you all how you all doing. Well, hopefully everyone is doing at least, as I was saying, if not better yet, or best. Yeah, I guess I feel much better myself than what I felt like last, regardless of how for a minute there, for a moment, I would say my equilibrium was, I was feeling quite up under the weather, But then there are no churches in the wilds to attend, as well as self-help recovery program meetings. As you notice, I had, put that in the title for this particular broadcast, and I know there are going to be a whole lot of people or persons like that much more hurting now in this time that we're living in of a new day and age until they were to resolve the issue of an international global pandemic. Then this movie flick of Hollywood, California, or Hollywood, California, most picture productions having to do with that being the same, more or less, similar to the other a number of other movies that has pretty much that is not the same or similar so plot, like the one called by its title Contagion, and then that Will Smith movie called I Am Legend, I think. Something like that. Then let me finish up with the intro if I haven't done so already. As an introduction, and then from there I will speak upon whatever subject matter that comes out, or a couple, 3 or 4 more for that matter. Give an argument to be debated with the different views and opinions, pros and cons thereof, to be, affiliated, associated with some or such. Yes, be able to speak upon one or a couple, few topics of discussions or conversations or dialogue. But then don't kill the messenger. I'm just here to deliver, hopefully, with that much less usages of the sweetest of profanity, much rather than instead of with that much more. What cuss was to simply say, and therefore, hopefully, likewise, that much less of the chance to be playing a part of the devil's advocate, as less we evil than prodigal son. What's worse to evils is other likes of, those false brethren of supposed so-called holier than thous, religious church hypocrites, religious charlatans, or real religious chameleons, being the likes of wolves in sheep's clothing, snakes in the grass, as the worst of the worst system of unbelievers and unbelievers, being of deceivers who pretend to be believers in God, as in Christians, a.k.a. Protestants, and therefore they themselves being of those who want to be considered among persons, characters as that being are to be considered likewise as well. I was saying as being the worst or the worstest closet devil worshippers, being of whom make up the majority of churchgoers or whatsoever religious denominations, of members and visitors alike, from the pools to the pulpits. Yeah, but then getting back to me,
soon, people will be walking back through your door.
And I've gotten the basic intros.
Welcome back, old colleagues.
Basic intro, rather than what I'm saying, speaking in singular rather than plural, since so far as concerning this here greeting or greetings is concerned, or whatever I have to say, be I speaking to King's and Street right now. So far the preliminaries. And now let me speak upon some of such matters, whatever that may be. That would be I want to speak upon one topic of discussion, a couple few. For that matter. Be it controversial or not, to be concentrated or meditated upon.
Now it's our turn.
And with or without,
15% credit on car and motorcycle policies for both current and new
suggestions or advice to be rendered as services from one person to
one good share
to another, from one person to the next.
We know you might not be thinking of Burger King right now. We're thinking about you.
You're taking extra safety.
Yes, I guess I'm saying pretty much so a good or great day of it. Pretty nice day. Nothing's changed so far. The proverbial neighbor from hell, dickhead, excuse my language, or freaking idiot, faggot, or faggot. He's a freaking idiot jerk, or cowardly bully on chairs wannabe, creep and crazy or nutcase, but I just gotta pray for my enemies, haters and the likes, and that's including internet trolls. Like there was this one, speaking upon that last mention of a character, he come to my personal chat room, he was dissing me, you know,
Grab 2.
and he was thinking, he just,
Shiva, what cats want?
yeah, he won't be able to figure out how to. I mean, this is
I get A, B, and C's.
At a time when
practically
everyone
not
lives so far
possibly
apart,
totally
families can still
different
keep their
from
distance together.
whatever other social media
For
website
contactless ordering
address,
and payment, order
app
ahead in the Sonic app.
accounts,
Is there trouble in these bars?
and personal chat rooms that he may have had in the past. So it takes him quite a bit of time to try to figure out how to silence and then block me. But he was sadly mistaken.
At Domino's, we think you and
Because when I have had enough of it, I just put one and one together from what I remember from some and such other vice versa. Then from there I silenced this joker and then blocked him, I think, unless I'm mistaken. You know, usually with the username Rainzy, something like that. Comes to my personal chat room and took me to diss me. You know, like the internet troll he was coming off as a male character in the negative, you know, going about attempting to have jump off all that rather homorous or faggoty testosterone of his coming to my personal chat room, coming off like a hater. You know, it took me to ruin my day. And possibly likewise, not just practically, possibly likewise it took me to ruin my night. You know, like a verbal name from hell, freaking idiot, loser, jerk. So I silenced that joker, that clown. I silenced his chat, then I had him bounce from my personal chat room. See, unless I'm mistaken, well, I know I silenced his chat. Because if you're going to come into my personal chat room and you're not going to respect it, then you could just take a leave, get out of here, you know. So far, I haven't had any of the license kind lately since I had gone about figuring out the features for this particular social media website address app, you know what I'm saying? But then, where you at, peace, folks? I'm just chilling. I'm watching this here.
When are you going to dinner?
MI movie.
Hugh,
Maybe we'll say.
take care of the Nicolovich memory card.
Yeah. Dealing with some kind of
Plot
so far concerning a fictional pandemic
right.
relates to what the global community has become subject to experience in real life.
Recognize that eternal vigilance is the price of health. Whether it's funding the teaching center of the Royal Conservative Hospital, removing aerosol products from the market.
Or disregard what you're hearing. All right, it's just one of these old nutcases and creeps up. Proverbial neighbors from hell acting out, misbehaving. That's all. As long as they stay outside an apartment door, don't attempt to trespass. I wouldn't sweat it, you know what I'm saying? Neither should anybody else. What I'm doing now. I think I had informed you all about what had most recently happened in my life. That's why I say, speaking upon some of such other matters, you know, but I could speak upon certain other subject matters I had gone about speaking upon much earlier, you know, or I could just begin speaking on something else already different. Yeah, I could speak upon once again some of the others that I mentioned earlier, like I said before. So I said again, I was saying, I could speak about some such other matters. Yeah. So let me see what I haven't just stepped out. I mean, I was feeling quite up under the weather. That is some such a given moment in time, but I feel much better now. Praise be the Lord. God is good. Regardless of whatever, I go to the rock of salvation. I mean, go with God, not the devil. See, because anybody that attempts to play the devil's game comes up with losing cards altogether. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? More likely, more often than not, because that's just the way it is. You know, always have been, always will be. Yeah.
What is this? A visit from an old friend. Dead. I understood. Dead is a little extreme. Yeah. My colleague Gradsky had your pulse and your blood pressure. He had less than a day to live. Imperative. No use, my friend. Stuff wants no part of this. Doctors don't fancy the idea of dying any more than anybody else. I'm possibly infected. That's exactly what Gradsky said 27 hours before he died. You candidate, you miserable bastard. You stole Bellerophon. All of it. I need it. I need it now, you whack-out Russian gypsy. And what about Gradsky, who you deliberately infected with chimera? I'd like to know they needed to be treated with Bellerophon within 20 hours. Asking me. You still don't get it, do you? I needed to know just how bad the disease was in the real world. So that we were genetically splicing together strains of influenza. To be a cure for all influenzas. You were also creating a disease, terrible chimera. Cure.
I don't know what happened to the television.
Not to understand.
Like,
I've got the virus. You've got
to the sabotage.
them both. Time was a shot of penicillin would knock off every bloody bug in the zoo. Not anymore. If I couldn't make money killing the microscopic stuff out there, or you'd have me put one out there that I could make money on. And there it is. I've confessed. I, John.
Yeah, so
I'm in business to make.
I get to step out and
Now forget any deal.
at the same time try to remember what times we're living in and be about the social distancing.
I think
then because it don't pay to put yourself at risk.
do give my regards to Gradsky.
Okay, and people in hell want ice water. Be it the real hell elsewhere, opposite of this existence, or even so a hell upon the planet Earth. And you don't want to go there. You know how that is,
Well,
Yeah. I mean,
I've heard.
After all, you only have one life to live in this world.
All I need to
For
hear.
believers or unbelievers and non-believers alike. I mean, you got some people or persons that will go all out of their way to make somebody else's life a living hell. This misery loves company, you know. And just regardless of whatever race and whatever walk of life, faction, or society, lifestyle preference. And, you know, humans are like that at times, you know, compared to how still at other times, you know. Well, hopefully, the good will prevail
the globalist ID 2020
over
agenda, where
the
7
bad.
billion or
You
16
know what I'm
billion,
saying?
whatever, people on this planet
To be
are going
possible.
to be vaccinated by the
Consider.
Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation
You know what I'm saying?
and everything that surrounds that.
Disregard what you're hearing
area.
so
A couple
far,
days
disregard,
ago, I
so to
put out a
speak.
video
Well, not all
where
together.
Trump
That's a religious broadcast you're hearing
Operation
so far, some
Warp
and such others, because
where
I
he's going
wouldn't
to
make
put
a reference to the
jetpacks
movie.
on this desire to create all
That
these
vice versa you
vaccines
hear in the
that
background.
can help humanity.
Something.
And a lot of people came out of the woodwork, as they usually do in support of Trump, and said, you don't understand Trump. He's not for vaccines. He's surrounded by deep state operatives, and he can only do so much. He's not in control of Operation Warp Speed, Brian. I don't even know how many times I got to tell you this. Trump is the very deep state operative. He keeps saying his entire cabinet is. He only has that specific cabinet because he appointed everybody on the cabinet, which makes him the appointer of deep state operatives. I don't even get what the disconnect is. But to say he's not in control of Operation Warp Speed, where he's going to fast track the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation vaccine complete with ID 2020 is basically to put your head in the sand. What's
why Ambrose needs McCloy.
President Trump? He's warp speeding and fast tracking the vaccines and partnering up with Bill
Yeah,
Gates.
it's a shame, you know, when
Not
not
Donnie,
go to churches,
not Mr. Trump. No,
or stuff
no,
like
say it
recurring
is so.
meetings.
Say it is so.
Yeah, to compound the problem, complicate matters of what is being experienced.
No,
Yeah.
not over
The whole wide world,
but
global
whatever the
community,
maximum is, whatever you
people,
can humanly
persons
do,
on an
we're going to have.
international level have
And we
become
hope we're going to come up with a good
subjected
vaccine.
to,
Johnson &
so
Johnson.
far as concerning
Get
that,
What he said, I hope
that
they're gonna come up
breakout
with good
or
vaccines.
partially man-made virus.
Who said it? But whatever the maximum is, whatever you can humanly do, we're going to have.
Had us have
And we
to
hope we're going to come up with a good
seriously consider practicing
vaccine.
social distancing.
Johnson & Johnson and Oxford and lots of different great companies.
Johnson & Johnson, the pharmaceutical company who in 1972, 1975, and this is just one example, guys. Between 1972 and 1975, they do from 3 independent lab tests that the baby powder they were putting out had asbestos in it. So Johnson & Johnson's going to be helping put our vaccines together when they've been caught
Now,
in the
more
past,
than ever,
putting
her
dangerous
love keeps you
elements
centered.
inside
Show her how much she means to you
of baby powder.
with a gift
Johnson &
from the
Johnson.
center of me
Wow,
collection.
they're going to help.
Happy
Some
Mother's
Trump
Day
says they're going to help.
from Kay.
A lot of people got very sick. A lot of people
Something
died.
great from
Got
Mr.
ovarian
Clean.
cancer, different
Stop
sorts of
struggling to
cancers.
clean tough
And
messes with
just to
sprays.
include Johnson & Johnson.
Try Clean
kind of
Free.
vaccine
It has 3
situation.
times the cleaning power for
The
heating sprays
representatives of our
without
country,
using
sometimes, in some ways,
It's
NIH
good
is
for bathroom.
working very
Just
hard and
like
doing a
power
terrific
off
job.
release a continuous
No, I hope we're
gas
going to have a
mist
vaccine,
worth
and
a big
we're going
job.
to
It even works
fast
for
track
kids.
it like you've never
It's
seen
up to
before. If we come
100%
up with a
dirt
vaccine, I think they
greasing
probably will.
available
Who's
with
in charge of that?
refills.
We're going to fast track it.
Clean
Brian,
power.
you don't
Clean
understand.
Free from
Trump's
Mr.
not in
Clean.
control of
Call
Operation
Plan
Warp
Clear,
Speed.
a
Trump is
breakthrough.
not in
10
control
years in
of
the
fast
making
tracking
that reduces
the Bill and
allergens
Melinda
in
Gates
cat hair
vaccine
and
complete
dengue.
with ID 2020.
Outstanding
Trump would never
nutrition
do that.
with the power to change
Oh,
lives.
listen to this.
If we come up with a vaccine, I think they probably will. Who's in charge of that operation? We have, you know who's in charge of it? Honestly, I am. I'll tell you, I'm really in charge of it. I could say somebody else. I will say we're dealing with, as you know, the general and the admiral. Very much in charge.
Part of your question, who's in control of Operation Warp Speed?
The vaccine, and we're going to fast track it.
Donald Trump's in control of Operation Get That Vaccine out to as many people as possible warp speed program.
Like you've never seen before. If we come up with a vaccine, I think they probably will. We have, you know, what's in charge of it? Honestly, I am.
All-in-one
I'll tell
allergy.
you, I'm really in charge of it. I could say somebody else. I will say we're dealing with, as you know, the general.
Johnson & Johnson didn't tell the FDA that it needs by three different
And we
rounds.
can use your help doing that. We're getting some more part-time work during these tough times to help you.
Domino's
And it's
hiring.
health pack. Johnson & Johnson.
Because we're not only committed to putting food on people's tables, we're committed to helping you put food on your table.
And the asshole. They're very much in charge. But I think probably more than anything, I'm in charge. And I'm the one that gets blamed.
In charge.
Is your own. And that inspired a perfect
Telling doctors to put the cause of death of anyone who has any symptom, pretty much any symptom that possibly exists on Earth, from aching bones to cuts on your feet, to itchy armpits, to gas. I mean, I'm not even kidding. Coughing, respiratory.
Started with
To putting
a few smaller
the
bills, $50 here,
cause of death as
$80,
C19. Well,
$100.
if we
I
didn't have
have
enough
good health
misdiagnosing
insurance.
going on as it was,
Then they
take a
started getting
look
paid
at
for
what they're doing
$800,
now to diagnose
I
people
saved for this,
But
not that much.
supposedly have.
I'm glad I had Affleck. They gave me money when I
It
needed
is,
it
Brian,
most.
isn't it?
that's
The
why
pen that
Affleck
works
is here.
on
To
the
help with the
canine
expenses health
sensor
insurance
detection
doesn't
study.
cover.
The goal
I
is for
love
dogs
that Affleck
to
does.
one day be able to smell the
Get
virus
to know us.
in patients during screening. Dogs have up to 300 million
Staying at
smell
home means
receptors,
being
and experts
online
say
more than ever.
they are the perfect
Use
animal to help
NordVPN
out
to
with
protect
disease
yourself from cyber
detection.
threats.
Action
Get
reporter
the app
Corey
today
Davis
and work
spoke with
from
the
home
doctor
safely.
leading this research team.
NordVPN. Online
people are
security for
describing
your
the
private
training.
and
Is
business
he
life.
actually reporting the news like that? What do you think now? God, look, this is going to be the new human
You
look.
look terrible.
I went to Lowe's yesterday because I needed air conditioner. And thank you for your donation, by the way, everybody. But at Lowe's, everybody's walking around with a mask on. I didn't know what planet I was on, honestly. I didn't know whether to bust out laughing or to like crawl under a rock. I mean, it is a new world, brothers and sisters. We live in a different planet now.
Being done here at Penn Center as revolutionary. That will certainly be the case if the dog is actually able to smell.
Anyway, though, get back to some such other, you all.
This is an example of
It's sorry about that.
like for 8 dogs at the Penn Vet Working Dog
I
Center.
know you all are trying to,
Whether a person is infected.
figure out the hieroglyphics of the different,
dogs as seeing the world through their noses, but sort of smelling
what you call broadcast at the moment, and how it could possibly be colliding with one another. So, I could silence one or so, or the other, or maybe both, or just, speed dial this here particular broadcast of mine and get back with you all at some such other time, and hopefully we'll have less to be considered within the background, so that you all could focus upon what I have to say, and vice versa, unless it is, regarding making reference to that being the gospel message in his own right, about Lord and Savior Christ who decided to live in hopefully much more than is real or true. And being some such that is fake or a lie. As we know, the devil is the author of confusion and the father of lies. Okay? And so are his demons, or those of demons possessed. So I'm going to speed dial this here and I get back with you all later. I guess I don't have much to say at the moment, it all depends. Well, hopefully, if and when again, it will still be to the greater glory of God, our Lord and Savior Christ, Messiah, deliverer, or regardless of the quality and quantity words to be employed, uses thereof to express a given view and opinion, as some of such given one time, or more than that, possibly to be possibly considered. That's But anyway, though, if you haven't gotten Christ as your personal Lord, I hope that you think to do so now. While the blood is still running warm in your veins, while the evil days come not, well, evil days are already here, but you know what I'm saying, not please against. Hopefully, well, the most evil day would be if you leave this world without his blood sacrifice and salvation. Hopefully that will not be the case. But then, you know, as I was saying, or as I say again, or as I backtrack here, started at the very beginning.
Dr. Otto tells us they're all
As I was saying, one word is less, or paraphrase, not for exactly.
Really?
No.
What is the camera going to get?
And that is, I hope that you all will get Christ as our Lord and Savior, then as He is God in your lives. I recognize and realize what He Himself had done or did upon the cross of Calvary on the hill of the Golden, suffering at the hands of some said Roman soldiers, upon the orders of their religious superiors, being our Pharisees and Sadducees, then nevertheless was He had given His life upon the cross of Calvary and become that perfect sacrifice, the only sacrifice for you as well as for me. So that in us, being of whatever races and whatever walks of life, factions of society, lifestyle preferences, being of the old, young, and like both two sexes, being able to from there profess some such faith in Him, from there we will become and be blessed and one God another in more ways than one. First and foremost, with this salvation, which is the only means by which we can or could possibly enter into the kingdom of heaven. And then second of all, what is deliverance. But first you have got to, you know, acquire that much more, most important blessing, being of the salvation, so that from there you can or could possibly enter into the kingdom of heaven, because there's no other way by which any can or could possibly think of it with a mind's intention to do so. Because all roads do not lead to heaven. There's only one way into the kingdom of heaven, and that is through our Lord and Savior Christ, the Messiah deliverer, or how He has sacrificed Himself in fulfillment of biblical prophecy to become the perfect sacrifice, the only sacrifice, the Lamb of God to take away the sins of the world, to restore the breach between humankind and God, so that if anybody were to profess faith in Him, will be cleansed by the blood of the Lamb, you know, God, to take away the sins of the world, and don't have to worry about what the final outcome would be. You know, we would, you know, however said, you know.
These people are the top.
Whereas the only ones that have to worry about that are people or persons who have died in their sins without accepting Christ as their personal Lord and Savior, who have rejected His salvation, where they would assemble with the rest of the unsaved unbelievers and unbelievers in a lake of fire, damn hell, be tortured and terrorized by the devil and the demons forever, compared unto how we who are believers, compared to those unbelievers and unbelievers, will be across the great divide that separates heaven and hell. Once we were to make that transition to the great beyond of the hereafter afterlife, we will be in the company of other like-minded believers in God, as in Christians, a.k.a. Protestant, beyond the pearly gates, to be considered as citizens of the kingdom of heaven, and present of God and His angels. Otherwise,
we're going to begin with our first prophet.
And now I think that's a wrap, you know, and I'll get back with you all some other time. Peace and love, joy and happiness. We out. Bye-bye.
Here on YouTube.